Good start from all swimmers, and we've seen already as Thailand get off very quickly, but they haven't used the turns very well. Can't get into the streamline the way that they wanted. But Indonesia with Sakti, who scratched from the 1500 meters freestyle, or should I say 1500 meters surface, just to get himself ready for this, turning just slightly behind. Vietnam, the only nation to dip below 20 seconds in the first 50 free, and great turn that was as well by the Vietnamese. Used the wall to perfection and used that full 15 meter surface that he's allowed to do before emerging off to the surface of the pool. This is great rhythm shown by the Vietnamese. Have they gone off a little too quickly though in the first 100 meters? They've stretched their lead now to almost a full second ahead of the Indonesians, with Thailand in third place. Magnificent swim, this one. If anything, he's pulling even further away. The splashes of the monofin tell you that he's just making full use and getting fully fit, and maximum propulsion from the ankle work at the moment. Yet again, attacking the wall, a magnificent turn, and let's see, well, not as clean as it was in the first two turns, but still good enough, and this time using the hip flexion to take him home, as they take quite a good lead already against the Indonesian squad. Will be playing catch-up at this early stage of the race. As clean a changeover and as safe as you can get, as the Indonesians go in the pool right now. Vietnam with Din Thuan swimming for them, and the Indonesians trying to play catch-up from leg 2 onwards. So just like the women, they've got their two strongest swimmers in legs 2 and 3, with Arif Zidane in leg number 3, probably the one that they need. But it's leg number 2 that is almost catching up on it. It was a very fast 50 meters, 18.05 seconds from the Indonesians, but they have gone a little too early in that aspect. Vietnam will attack the wall and turn with that almost perfect slipstream of theirs, and taking a mighty long time. That's making almost full use of that 15 meters. That was as good a breakout as you'd get, almost close to perfection. And just like that, they have rebuilt and regained that huge advantage over the Indonesians and put some distance between them and the Indonesians. They came up strong, of course, with that very strong first 50 meters, and maybe went out a little too quickly because he seems gassed into that final straight. And now really struggling against the Vietnamese, who judged the race perfectly, slow on the first 50 and then turning on the power and generating all the energy for the next 150. Into their third leg now. Tien Tan goes into the pool, and a magnificent start from him. He's gotten off very quickly. The Indonesians are now almost 8 seconds behind the Vietnamese after quite a close first leg, but they do have Arif Zidane in the pool now as their third leg swimmer, who's probably their fastest 200 meter surface swimmer. Already a medalist from the first event of the evening, Arif Zidane. But a lot of ground to make up though. Vietnam just really so very smooth, isn't it? All their swimmers, but it's from the starts and the turns that have been very impressive for them. That's where they use the slipstreams so very well and make almost full use of the 15 meters before they're allowed to emerge and surface onto the water. So the hip flexion looking really good, and probably will be turning on a lot more power in terms of the strokes per minute into that final 50. But this is a very good swim, you'd have to say, from Arif Zidane of Indonesia to try to come back and trim the lead. And does he have enough in the final 50 to make this race interesting for the final leg? They do have their 36-year-old Apostle in the pool for the final leg, who won the gold medal at the last Southeast Asian Games when it was held in 2011 in the 4x100 meters surface relay. Surely there's no stopping the Vietnamese now in that final leg. And they plunge into the pool in fine rhythm, and Arif Zidane just a little slow coming back in his final 50, so the lead hasn't been trimmed at all from the second leg onwards. It is Vietnam with a gold medal, which will be their 5th of the evening. Remember, they're targeting 8 in Finswimming, and they're more than halfway there after the first night, with 6 finals still to come in day 2 of competition tomorrow. nice and smooth. Now that's where the fins and the ankles take shape a lot more in the final 100. Yet again, they attack the wall so very well and get into the slipstream, and then the breakout is absolutely superb. More than any other country, the Indonesians and the Vietnamese, second to none in terms of the breakouts from their turns off the wall. Just a little sloppy then as they lose the synchronicity a little bit in that third lap of the 200, the final 200 for Vietnam. And making full use of the allotted distance that they get before surfacing. It's a lot better, and it's going to be a gold medal for Vietnam yet again. Changeovers were pretty safe, pretty smooth for them. Gold medal secured, 5th of the evening on the first night of competition. The cheers never died down, perhaps a little tense before the start of this final, having seen their women lose the 800 meters surface relay earlier on. Thailand in the battle with Cambodia for the bronze. The Indonesians have finished already in silver medal position. And the battle between Vietnam and Indonesia continues and will continue. Cambodia still have another 100 still to come with their final swimmer. And, remember, they are the host nation of the next Southeast Asian Games, which isn't too far away. Probably just about 12 months away, so they will be giving serious consideration and putting Finswimming in their program too. Thailand is already committed to it, so if the Cambodians do put it in, it'll be 3 games in a row for the very first time that Finswimming will be an event at these Southeast Asian Games, which is a big boost for the sport. And with the Cambodians, they've sent a couple of 14, 15-year-olds this time out for the Southeast Asian Games, primed of course for their target of 2023, just like the Thais who have sent their 18, 19-year-olds priming themselves for 2025. Not the smoothest of strokes from the Cambodians, but the crowd appreciate the effort as they come home in 4th position.